Barry is absolutely worth the watch. Let's dive into it. Bill Hader's Barry is a breath of fresh air. There's tons of shows out there, obviously with, Hulu and Disney Plus and Netflix, Amazon Prime Video, HBO Max. And then we get to the show and you find out the premise, which is former Marine turned hitman follows a target into acting class and falls in love with acting and wants to leave all the blood and carnage behind to become an actor. I mean, what? As weird as it sounds, the show just has that extra oomph, just that extra sauce, that spiciness, that tops the scale. It's you really don't know where it's going, and it just constantly keeps you guessing, which is absolutely wonderful. I think Barry is one of the best shows on TV right now, and that's a bold statement, and I get it, but it really is. So the show kind of introduces you to the main characters right away. We see Bill Hader's character Barry, and we see Fuchs. Now Fuchs is a friend of Barry's dad that kind of takes him in after Barry leaves the Marines. And after he left the Marines, him and Fuchs starts doing these odd jobs as hitman. And Fuchs gathers all the intel and gives it to Barry. Barry does the job. They split the money, or whatever it is that the payment is. In this case, Fuchs finds Barry his latest job. He has to kill this guy called Ryan Madison, which has been sleeping around with the Chechenian, the mob boss of Chechnya, his wife. So, these Chechens they're criminals, but they're dumb criminals, right? So the show has this whole sense that all these characters are sort of disconnected with the world around them. They're really disconnected. They're really kind of dumb. The Chechens are kind of dumb. Barry's acting class buddies are kind of dumb. The instructor is kind of disconnected. He's inside his own world. He thinks he's all of this and all that. The detectives are really freaking stupid, except for one. She's the mind and the soul of the whole operation. Once Barry gets involved in this job, things go terribly wrong. The Chechens become very impatient with Barry and decide to do the job themselves, and they kill Ryan Madison. But then Barry, that is now involved in acting, becomes friends with Ryan Madison, the person that he's supposed to kill, and he tries to, after some talks with Fuchs, he goes to try to do the job, and the Chechens get there first, and Barry knows that the Chechens are going to kill him, so then he returns, he kills the Chechens. It just becomes this whole, it's a mess. It's a big mess, and things really start to go terribly, terribly wrong for everyone. The show kind of takes you through this ride that is both sad and hilarious at the same time. And the supporting cast is absolutely phenomenal. Both the Chechens and the supporting actors that are in the acting class, the Barrys, and they're both phenomenal. Hank is one of the best characters on the show, as well as the instructor, Miss Cavanaugh, Consu, anyways, whatever French name that is. He's also phenomenal. And then the main detective, she's also phenomenal. I mean, I'm just gonna keep repeating myself on how phenomenal the show is. So if I have to get Barry a rating, it's an automatic 9 out of 10. Fire seal of approval. It couldn't get, as far as shows are concerned, very, very few shows out there really dial in their formula on their first season, and Barry certainly did. If you have an HBO Max subscription and you're wondering what other shows you might be into on HBO, there's a card here. There's my review with some spoilers of Titans seasons 1 and 2. And you can check it out and make a decision for yourself if you want to watch that. But that's all for me today, and I'll catch you in the next one.